Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally with the 12 days of Christmas. The first day we are challenged to make ornaments. My husband got a box of wood at work and I asked him to cut one piece down into a bunch of rectangles. And then I took my sander and I went and just sanded over them and rounded all the edges. And then once I had several of those, I decided to paint some of them. So I am going to paint 3 of them with my white chalked paint all the way around, sides, front, back. And it just took one coat because I just wanted this to basically be pretty well lightly covered. And then on another one, I took out some just little red craft paint that I had in my stash, and I just painted one of them in a bright Christmas red and distressed that a little bit. And so I will do a stained one later on. I decided to go through my scrapbooking pieces and parts that I have not used for quite some time, and I found a lot of little plastic buttons and scrapbooking embellishments that I had. I know you can get at Michael's and Walmart and places like that. And then also my husband does clock and watch repair, and so he had a lot of little pieces and parts from watches that he had given me quite some time ago, and I wanted to embellish these Christmas ornaments using some of these items. Since this wood is very lightweight, I just used hot glue to glue them directly on after the paint was dry. And then I took strips of fabric and just tied some knots at either end. And then I just hot glued those to the side so that they will hang properly on a Christmas tree. And that was really all there was to this one. But I got the creative juices flowing to go and try some of the other little pieces and parts that I had found. This next one is my absolute favorite. I wanted to kind of have a play on words with time, since I had these parts from my husband. So here I am just clipping the back off of these watch dials because some of them are a little bit protruded, and then also on some of the buttons. And again, on one of the white rectangles, I decided to just go ahead and hot glue these pieces. I got these little snowmen carrot noses on Amazon years ago for a different craft, and I had a couple of left over, so I thought that would be perfect for this craft. I added a couple of star buttons, and I had a couple of little mittens. A top hat would have been real cute here if I had something. I guess I could make it out of cardboard. I did the same thing. I took a different fabric, tied some knots, and attached that to either side. And then I took out a magic marker and just wrote some words on it. And that is all I did with this one, which I think is absolutely adorable. Please remember to hit the like if you are enjoying this video. Now that takes me on to the third, and I did not film all the same because I basically took the same little buttons, although these were gingerbread, and a different fabric and a different timepiece, and just went ahead and glued those directly on to this one. This one I distressed around the edges with some antiquing wax to give this a more vintage feel. And that was pretty much all I did with this one. This is also incredibly sweet. And this video is part of a 12 Days of Christmas collaboration, so please make sure you check my description box for the hosts and the playlist so you can check out their channels and let me know what you think of these so far. If you're curious as to how to find the description box while you're playing the video, you'll see the title, and under it you will see the word more. Click on the word more. That opens the description box where you'll see the word playlist and the other hosts' channels. On ornament 4, I'll just show you the finished product since it's the same process for Merry Christmas time with some Christmas embellishments on that one. And then that takes me on to the 5th one, which I decided to water down some antiquing wax and stain this board, so this could be a little bit different. Once that stain was completely dry, glued on some other Christmas embellishments that I had. So if you have any buttons, if you have any watch pieces, if you have anything creative, especially if you've been hanging on to that scrapbooking stuff and not quite knowing what to do with it, because a lot of us started out strong with scrapbooking but probably didn't keep up with it. If that's the case, then this is a great way to use up a lot of those bits and pieces. So this was a broken little piece of watch and a little square watch dial, and then just some again of those plastic embellishments. And then I just had this little black braided cord that I thought worked well for a handle, and then I also added some ribbon as a bow for this one, and these are finished. Got a little heavy on the glue on this one. I might have to fix that. But if you would let me know which is your favorite, and if this is something that you plan to reproduce for Christmas gifts or Christmas ornaments, you could certainly also go to the dollar store and get those cut out squares of wood that they already have done for you if you don't want to use power tools. So I am very grateful that you are stopping by and watching these 12 days of Christmas. It is going to be very creative and exciting. Here's the list of things that we plan to take part in. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that I will see you tomorrow. Take care.